B.
Paper Rex, Zekken in particular, starting on defense. GenG grouped up.
Okay, Sentinels on defense, GenG on attack.
Both teams, when we saw them play against Paper Rex, did a lot of the defensive set plays.
Congratulations, maybe.
But I think
Should
that
be,
was a
I don't
specific
know.
ante.
I don't really
Don't know
know.
whether we're going to see as many of them here.
Three-person
Play in mid for Sen.
God over towards
Turret
B
towards
with
contact
Spike.
over towards B.
The question is, how do Sen pivot now?
Chat, I'm lost in the pistols. Where are we?
It's going to be Zekken.
It's 2-2, right? In the pistols?
The angle, orb. Picked up, now a smoke.
And this is quite nice because once you break the turret, you actually break the trap setup in mid as well. So Sen's setup,
Yeah.
was dangerous to walk mid on, dangerous to walk cat on, now gets dismantled a little. The macro game continues to be played really
nice.
beautifully by GenG.
Goes in, break the turret. Instant reaction. I mean, we're just finding all the util at the moment. Oh, good smoke once the drone goes in. There's so much good stuff going on. It's annoying that we don't have much time to talk about it. Smoke means that the drone can't really check here, and creates the question mark again. That's a great knife. Yeah, and that's a good smoke as well. A great flood in as well. The spike down. Dude, there was so much good stuff going on here. It's really cool. The Sentinels played it very, very well. Once the turret got broken, they took the timing of walking over towards B to double stack at the back of site. And over towards A, they... No way, they...
4 seconds, barely enough, but now broken in place.
And over towards A, once the drone came in, they smoked to just create the question mark here again. This is very, very cool. Good reactions from them.
Zekken gets the clean up on the final
Even like the GenG pistol, it's just that Sentinels kind of reacted a little bit better.
Meteor, I believe it was, who tried to push lane. That's the one that's huge. This kill right here. If he ends up losing it, Celsius is under pressure. Suddenly the B side looks like it's going to fall a little. Very good setups from Sen. From the pistol into the adjustment. All looking good.
Somebody to keep an eye on as well. I mean, second. Does seal it up on
let's see how much they can farm up with this one. Knife for knife.
We'll be taking a gander, that head-to-head, him versus Texture. Texture, another great map too on Bind.
Oh. It's a little bit committed to do this against an eco, but as long as you're kind of playing with two, then it's alright. It can get a little bit scary.
Just take control, maybe get an orb if they can, but they're really just being fought over this every step of the way.
They handled it great though, and he didn't get too gritty. He got the kill, got out of there.
Not really funneling the ult orbs into the players that would want them most. That's a silver lining to what has otherwise been a very simple round so far. Trying to bait out the second shot so they could punish. But second with the ghost as well.
You're done. Only 2 armor rebuys. Really sick.
So that is flawless.
And Outlaw is out again, so everyone's going to have to consider that in terms of the guns.
And I think this is where we'll get to see our Sentinels going to go.
Yeah, only one Guardian though. They didn't buy too much with it.
And that aggression, because this would be the
missing a shock dart,
like
missing up
flash recon into mid, have tens teleport into a smoke or something like they've done before, or even go for a tiles crunch. It kind of looks like they're set up for a tiles crunch, except that there isn't a flash in mid. Maybe just a bit of aggression over towards B main instead. Doesn't particularly matter anyway, because GenG, all 5 players grouped up.
Sentinels decide to gamble on this one. They 3-person push over towards B. They smoke this off, and they're maybe going to flash all the way through. They got a kill set up over towards door. Got a alarm bot here as well. Wait, no one's gone door. Here we go. Yeah, and the door still hasn't been closed yet.
Karen took one of them out and gets a safe door down.
Oh, they saved their alarm bot. They put it over towards short, and we have 2 people flanking behind. Sentinels go fast here. A very good chance. They're going to have no idea there's a double flank short, but they actually do go pretty fast on this.
Positions being flooded and swarmed. Not enough with the bullets to spray them down. Reflank.
Oh.
Attempt now. In through it. He spots it, but doesn't expect the second
Yeah,
player.
he thinks it's one.
Lovely
kill.
Can't even get second onto it, and the damage has been done to all of them. Sassy has to really stick this one and pray.
Or just run in.
His life.
Oh my.
Barely over the line here for GenG.
Dude, when I saw him spamming, I was like, please not like that.
So that's a very
really good round from Sentinels. Yeah, really, really good round from them. Tens deserves a shout out as well. Like the smoke was great, and the fact he expected the guy over towards short was really impressive.
Through catwalk, and then playing it one at a time, so TenZ thinks he's dealt with that post-plant lurk. And Meteor's able to pop through. At the end of the day, though, I think that's a win in the column for Sen. It's not technically, but they've done quite a bit of damage, kept the economy under control for GenG.
Yeah, and we got one person that can buy next. That is it. Odin op
Big tools
out.
to work with.
Massive tools. Essential, really, to any good hold of Ascent on the defensive sides. Zekken took an early peek down mid, but think twice about it, I think, off the back of all that noise that GenG are making.
3 people here.
Tussle here. Now the drone does tag.
Yeah, and Zekken did good once they're
inside the position. This time Texture aware of it, flash through around the back as well, but he can't quite lend a second one, at least his teammates can. Lakia cleaning up duty for him, and now retaking with the operator. Zekken, a stray shot. Gamble in that position.
Spike planted.
Oh! Ridiculous. I think this is one of the situations
yeah,
where
and
you
they just got to save on this one, and GenG come out and the big impact, well, big swing rounds, they come out heavy
the smoke
in
that
front.
TenZ is using, got no problem with that. The one way used to be more standard, but plenty of teams running the full smoke that blocks up A main.
Yeah, with the op
Really
over
annoying for the
towards
attacks to
heaven,
deal with. You're seeing that Lakia is investing the drone pretty
and the
much every
fact they
time.
got the drone, I'm not sure they needed to go too close
here.
here.
You know, TenZ or Celsius could start dominating that smoke and trying to spam him down when he's going for the drone. Standing ahead. There are little counterplays that you can do, but just not a huge fan of the timing that TenZ chose to try to get back into the kind of A main cloudburst that Texture had thrown. The attackers are going to be in there a little faster most of the time. All right, so Sen, silver lining, they still kept the op and the Odin. There it is, that entry. It just puts a lot of pressure on Celsius then. Backpedaling.
Free, hello, mate.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair and honest, Valorant.
We have the devs in house.
Andrew as well, Andrew Meister, thank you so much for the 11 months, appreciate the prime.
As we speak.
Yeah, they managed to squeeze out a buy and get double Guardian as well, triple Guardian.
To at least, you know, scramble a buy together ever so slightly. It's half armor and Guardian.
And it looks like they want to go aggro, and they were doing this all the time, and they had 2 different variations. They had an Omen flash instant, or they had, if the knife hits, then they flash, then they swing. Or they had, I mean, they actually had 3 variations, I'm pretty sure. They also had a contact version. You've got real fast up short.
4 players waiting. Zekken, too much to account for here. Wow,
Nice info.
Still has a dash as well, in fact.
Yeah, now he pops it. Lovely Omen flash.
With the readjustment there still. Now he nails it. Body's hitting the wall. Texture though, he's so
Keep an eye on Texture. He's absolutely sending it.
But he is going to be shut down in the end. John QT, good awareness from that one. It's about trying to keep up with the tempo. Can't let GenG run all over you. Lakia, sole survivor. 1 shot left for Zekken.
Oh.
Chuck darts. Pushes him out.
Great punish.
2 people low.
Wants to make a go of it.
Lucky it has been astoundingly clutch, but he's not going to get anything this time. Celsius.
Good news for GenG, they got a lot of money. That's
What
fine.
a round from Zekken with the operator in hand.
Oh yeah.
When we saw him play against Paper X, barely pulled out the op on defense actually. Mostly rifling, mostly going for those defensive aggression plays. Now he's just allowing people to walk into him. Gorgeous reposition onto some of these angles too, playing around the utility very well.
Nathan, thank you as well, man. 27.
How Zekken was going to play with the op. We saw him absolutely
Crazy.
dominate on this map.
Thank you for everything, bro, as well.
Like I
Appreciate
said,
you.
mostly with the rifle. He's looking very good to open here.
Hello, jump spot.
Okay, now we get a big buy run going in, and we fast.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Okay.
That's amazing though.
Yeah, that's a big one. And they basically just go for the... Holy hell, they basically just go for a BBL strat of a fake fast over towards A, and then they want to go fast short, but he managed to really swing on this with an Omen ult towards heaven as well. And it looks like it's just going back and forth the whole time. It's a really hard retake. Spike gets here as well. Munchkin with the plant does get his ult, so they have no util to retake this in terms of Zekken being able to pop his knives.
Very difficult.
Nothing to write home about here.
There we go.
GenG should really be in an advantage position. Your Texture goes down close. Quarters action for Meteor. Action indeed, but he does
And say he's always going to spam their Meteor's going to double swing that no matter what.
Anticipating it. The reflank now, just to reclear.
Sassy really aware of potential flank afterwards. Oh boy, they don't win this, surely. They still got a good crossfire.
Need to deal with these players though, anchoring tucked, close cower, and he's gone.
There's his ult.
Hunter's Fury available.
Oh boy.
Decisive though in terms of how he wants to play this one. Sassy's just sticking this, and it is watched.
Damn.
Get down, Mr. President.
4v5, and they pop the KO ult. The Odin was great over towards short.
But it's
I mean,
Second
Sassy did
again
a
who
lot.
actually finds 2 kills. One by peeking Heaven, if I'm not mistaken, and the other...
No, I think he was scared because there was 2 people that they could juggle it.
A swing, and he gets this kill kind of for free, but good awareness. That is bonkers that they've turned that one around, especially when Lakia had the Hunter's Fury to work with towards the end there.
Yeah, it was a savage round for them to lose. It really was a savage round for them to lose. And they have the eco. Ooh, man.
It's a tide turner.
Certainly is. Still danger though. Knife going to be stopping a few of these GenG players in their tracks there. Karen, he actually can't get out of here, but it's a knife on either side, so there's no util to flush him out of that spot. And finally, they get their abilities back online. TP's out of dodge. While all this has been going on, GenG happy to take that B main control. We're going to try and set up Lakia there in the meantime.
Yeah, looking to just try to farm the ult orb. Meteor one away.
I like this from Sentinels as well. Heavy pressure over towards here, create the question mark, then group up towards shore. They've been doing it a lot. Omen flash goes in.
Texture clears out the entirety of A main. This is going to allow.
He used his dash and they heard him use his dash, so they now know that he doesn't have a dash to go over towards site, so they can probably hold the choke point stronger than they would normally.
Retreating away, but they haven't picked up the orb, so they can't use the lockdown to fake towards A. They've just got some kind of read here. And to some degree, they're correct. Second was hoping towards mid, now he's picked up Heaven. You know, they are hitting the weaker site.
2 pass and fake.
Just sees the barrel. Oh my goodness, what a timing.
What the hell is that timing? Yeah, it's nicely done. I don't know if this guy over towards A main hit or if it's just purely off the time, but it's great timing on this one. And now the original plan of an A fake doesn't really do too much. Oh, he was not ready. Looked at the minimap. Lovely backup shot. What the hell? 20 seconds and they go over towards middle. They kind of got no time. You got no time, guys.
Don't want to keep these into the next round. I mean, Texture's got nothing. You don't keep the blade, so you don't keep the ults. Flash, pop through round and aside here, spamming and spraying a reload.
I mean, they've let him through. They got it. It's just.
Maybe enough. It's going to be going down to the wire. They do get that continuation.
No way, guys. Surely not. Does have a killjoy ult. Low HP's on site.
Will get shut down and flanks on flanks need to be managed. Paranoia now.
Perfect flash. Oh my. Yeah.
With 32 health,
they handled it well in the end. I was a little bit worried.
With a rather scrappy turnabout round.
I've been praising the macro from GenG all match, but that one,
I mean,
boiled the carrots for too long.
No. He's been a bit too harsh. He's been a bit too harsh. You gotta say that the KO ult was unreal.
Played it a little more simply. I mean, Munchkin almost
no, because the fake over towards A would have worked pretty well. The fake over towards A would work pretty well, but the KO ult cancelled the knives. Boiled the carrots. The KO ult cancelling the knives meant that they couldn't fake A, and then they had to do a backup plan.
Of course, it's harder when you're the attack side jet. I mean, you have to be set up with util.
Okay, GenG, keep it simple this time. Just a fast hit, right? Flash goes in, knife goes close, save the dash site. Dash site. We've still got a lot of kill util here. Weird rounds. They know Texture's there, right?
There's no one watching the back here of Second, but he does dash away and out of the fight here with the smoke, covering it.
That's numbers.
Spotted. Good information here for Sentinels, but Texture again needs to be this playmaker.
What a weird round.
Karen teleports in over towards lane, only with 30 health, and they use the lockdown as well. But look
in
at the
this corner.
It denies mid
cool.
and market. It's so good for keeping control of side. Karen dies, but he'd already stuck that plant.
Really? That was close.
Down just a tad here with the plant down. A potential difference making.
Keep an eye on Lakia. He might do the ult as they enter into the site. We'll see. Yeah, the ult as they enter over towards site.
Hunter's Fury now is being used proactively. 2 tags, no kills though.
No kills. Double tag though. Time's low.
Players they need to be dealt with. Through with the flash.
Shots, man.
Putting them down side by side. Tens will follow through. Time has run out entirely. And another's been bought here with all of
nicely handled.
GenG barely pulling out.
Yeah, nicely handled from GenG. It got really weird when there was one over towards site and like 2 and 2.
Decided to send that Hunter's Fury instead of playing for the time.
I think he did great.
Time seemed like it was the biggest asset on GenG's side. That ended up being the deciding factor anyway. I was worried there for a moment. That aggression from Meteor is so classic to the way that GenG love to play as well. The Pacific teams, Paper X do this too. Not happy to just fall into backside B when they play the post plants. Always looking to contest.
If they think they've got that timing, they will take it.
Okay, so GenG get their third on the board. A recon looking to push away Zekken if he was playing around mid.
Oh, it is a big round
he got
again.
smoked off, and now he's going to pick up mid at the same time as the recon dissipates.
Big round. 4 and 3.
Called out. At least it should be that awareness. Double W can't hit it away.
What?
No way. Tense.
What was that?
And the follow-up.
Lovely follow-up with the ult.
Couldn't have been better.
Bro, what was that
Give him
adjustment?
an inch, he'll take a mile. They just whiffed on him for a moment, and he readjusted his aim and took down 2. He looked completely caught there.
This is still a strong round, though.
game
Look
plan
at the
worked, but
positions.
GenG
They got a
is just-
full sight. They cross over
They're
towards
just gonna
here.
land the shots in the moment.
Still not too bad.
2v3
Killjoy
though,
ult
we've
is the big
certainly
one.
seen GenG pull out
Are they
rounds
going to
like
go
this
all the
before,
way round
especially
A and do
when
this
Sen
Killjoy ult,
lose
or
info around the
they're just
map?
going to accept that the short
Garen
one's
could be
great
in a
here?
position here where he just shoots them all in the back.
Yeah, reminiscent of Breeze. There was multiple scenarios where Sentinels threw away those player advantage situations because they didn't know where.
Aaron is really far ahead, so
Now
he
it
can
passed
obviously
down.
shoot this from
They
heaven.
go for the ult.
Aaron might be a
If you
step
ult,
ahead.
You kind of have to just sit there and defend it.
Can they even Killjoy?
That's what they were waiting for. Here's a
Oh.
lockdown, pushing the players out wide. Caron.
You have
now
to
gonna be
defend
forced
this.
to make a play. Yeah, you do have to defend this here. He's not going to be detained from this spot. Here's it. Zekken not adjusting for that angle. Not even expecting it here.
I think because this...
But John QT's halved already onto that defuse. Sassy responds with the fire, but here he does
Oh,
not know.
really?
Finally, shot dart fired. Sassy tapping, forcing out wide again.
Hey, nicely handled in the end. Nicely handled. They did great. The reason he's not checking that corner is because most likely you would expect him to be under heaven.
Time again. The enemy of Sentinels. They had a player advantage, but they had no information about where GenG had disappeared off to. Another great play for Tens that ends
I
up
still
being
think Karen did
wasted
great,
somewhat
though.
by his team's inability to capitalize on those advantage situations, and GenG using other advantages, map control, info denial. They don't need the players online.
There's a fast play though, already setting up. It's a flash in hand.
Definitely you go heaven there. Yeah, but then you're kind of going into a crossfire. Whoa, they pushed the yeah, and Sentinels have shown this one before, and honestly, GenG were very ready for it in terms of numbers. They knew this was a
Massive
thing.
advantage with John QD falling.
Yeah.
That's all of that Killjoy utility
And
over towards B.
not
that's
sure you can do the
disabled.
Vision Striker strat against the guy that kind of made it, or
proactive
at least the
call
coach
here.
that was
They
part of
can't
it.
just wait this out.
GenG are just doing the exact same, waiting, hoping to catch that proactive call. It's a great read. Celsius might just walk and wade right into it. The crossfire of a century, and look at that, the call to 3, 2, 1, peek it down, tap, second! Right back at you.
A good instant. It's a very fast instant rotate.
He's got
Very,
two,
very
but
fast.
Might be too little, too late. He has
Oh,
read
man.
this though. He might be
Is
able
it
to get
really far?
into
Ah, it's
spawn at the
unlucky.
right timing to cut this off and get another for free.
Doesn't break the knife, actually, yes, and he's got the dash back online.
You just
Dash
don't think logs here though. You just never think about that.
Don't expect it. It's going to have to be reactions and adjustment potentially there. Still close to the corner. Jiggling
Yeah,
from
nicely handled
Lakia.
from Lakia. He's
Decides
been a
to
bit
take
of a
the
rock at
timing
the
and fight
moment.
right to him. So 5-5. Even up now again for GenG. And this is a really good spot for them. Attack side of Ascent. We've got to imagine it plays out a lot more
Oh,
typically.
yeah. I mean, they were ready for it, though.
Sentinels going for their first piece of defensive
What
set play
the-
aggression there. And it's dominated. They already used this. It was round 6, I believe, the last time they played on Ascent. And Tens that time was able to get into the smoke before his opponent, dominated it, and got the win. This time, Texture just a little faster, just a little sharper. Sen knocked down onto an eco.
Double
Go for another
blocky,
set play by the look of
and
things.
they're literally ready. Dude, you see how ready they are for all of these strats, though? They're ready for the Vision Strikers. They're ready for the fast Omen Flash.
Second, it's given an indicator.
Good awareness, though. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage, but it indicates that Zekken is not going to get away with his Bucky play.
Movement, enough to survive, doesn't even use the dash.
One of those rounds that GenG would love to keep clean. While there's a little moment in the round as well, 5 rounds on our attack side, Ascent is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Have a chance to get 7.
It has been somewhat even. Sen have, in fact, actually been pretty good on the attack side, too.
Up through mid. Gap is spotted here by GenG. Now a fast play approach. Trying to slam into
3
these
people on
anchoring
site.
players, but it's on them to try and hold their ground. Sentinels
1 Bucky. Back of sight.
Side by side here, but again, the weaponry just not ideal.
Oh,
for the
are they
jumper.
going to cancel
Texture
this?
feeling it
Hello?
necessary to really clear through. Lots
It's
of
a big
that.
kill.
Hello,
And honestly,
spotted an upgrade here.
if these
The
2
anchoring
go
players
down, they
again
might not
close.
expect
Touch
second
and
back of
dice.
sight.
There's
I
no
think
trade,
Killjoy
no
needs to
swings.
face.
The anchoring players out back
Wait,
here
they're not
with
going to check
the
him.
Sheriff. John QT, but not
Oh.
expecting it to wait
Hell?
the Bucky. Gaming.
His gun doesn't work.
Can't land the shots.
That should be a kill every single time for both.
And such an important one at that. The money was dire. 10s. 6 bullets accounted for.
Nicely handled still. Yeah, good little 3-person stack here as well. Very good from 10s. Right, I'm so surprised the Bucky got none of those.
Another miracle. Ritualistically brought down by the crowd, willing it into existence.
Yeah, great round from him as well.
How are they doing these?
Did he right click? I don't think so.
Timing. To be honest with you, I thought it was over when the Bucky didn't deliver those 2 clean one-shot kills.
I mean, I'm shocked Ascent didn't one-shot them.
Yeah, same.
He was so close, but still able to finish one of them off. The other week, the 10s wins a 1v2 towards the end after opening things up. So many rounds like this. It's a Red Bull clutch, but
They
it's
have
also
the Odin on attack to spam back as well.
the tide.
Ever so slightly for that final round, but still the knives online for Texture. Bit of Odin spam, got to respect that one with the dart coming through.
Instant Omen flash though. Sentinels will take that as a bit of a win. Knife goes in, doesn't hit anyone, but they didn't take aim in control.
Lakia not to be dissuaded. away from
Lakia
him.
1 away from his ult.
He's going to be earning his ult.
Got to
as
be
well.
scared to take this one, but does it well.
Sentinels have got to be thinking about the fact that Texture would love to do some kind of updraft dash engage into B now that they have B main control. So, you know, you're playing retake B at this point because you don't want to challenge that. He's got knives. But you've also kind of set up for a bit of a retake A approach. Now 10s and Zelsis looking to re-explore perhaps.
Right here.
Pinging out the alarm bot, important. GenG have to make sure that nobody followed that drone up.
See?
Now Sassy, it's all about.
Oh, man.
Your time is a counter.
He's done good here.
Almost gone down potentially there with the damage down.
A
and
lot
now
of damage.
here.
Recon is
Oh,
huge.
it's up, but the shot goes
Ooh.
wide and just goes a miss. Second though. He's still alive in the
Ult
fight
to
here,
back
but
of
TP
sight.
to the back of sight.
Lakia
Now there
2
is that
HP
danger
with ult.
facing, but cancelled. Only 30 seconds left. What is the
Knife
clock?
goes in,
Remaining
hits
position.
1.
Backing away. Hunter's Fury. And Lakia's hoping to set
And
this
they
one up. The
book
rest
it
of
over
the team
towards
going
A.
together. They're going
20
away.
seconds.
20
Yeah, I don't think they have
indecisive.
time fully.
Running back to B.
Wait.
He'll be making plays like this, man, but maybe just getting hectic in those
Whoa.
final moments. TP engage.
Our Lord is up to Zekken, back of sight.
Damage done, and another kill found. It's all being added up. Right click. Kills here. Sick
Time.
Right click. Oh my god.
God.
Absolutely unbelievable. Tells us 1v2, 1v2, 1v2.
No way.
Entirely
That's
into it.
insane.
I don't think I've seen a round that chaotic the entire tournament.
Yeah,
GenG didn't know
it
where
was
to
madness.
end. What a way to finish that half.
I can't believe they won it.
Pulled it out of the back of Meteor getting in. 10s went for an alt play, cancelled it for info, got caught, and then they have to body block Caron to avoid him being caught by Zek.
Yeah, they're all just running at
In
him.
front of the classic. Ludicrous.
That was sick, dude. That was pure chaos.
6-6 as well.
That was
We stand
pure
here on
chaos.
Ascent. Absolute insanity, but standing by on the
That reminded me of,
Sentinels' biggest fans.
They reminded me of the X set rounds. The Heaven one.
It's
Same
another
casters,
great
bit of
half
madness.
here in the grand finals, and I got 2 very special guests with me here. It is
Haven.
Tenz's mom, Valerie, and Sassy's wife, Sophie. Welcome to the grand finals. Now, every map has been so close so far. They were so pumped on stage when they won bind. I wanted to know what was going through your mind when they managed to close that out. I'll start with you, Sophie.
It's crazy actually, but it's a 6-6. We're even. I think we got it.
Oh, I like it. I like it. What about you, Valerie?
I was a little nervous, but I feel good, and I think they got this. I think they're bringing the trophy home. I could feel it.
Oh, well, it's been, 1,029 days since 10's first brought that
Jesus.
Masters trophy home. So tell me, what's it
I
been
think-
like to follow his journey and support him all the way back to the top?
It's amazing, entertaining. I love it. I'm in awe of him all the time. He's awesome.
We think so too. Come on, guys, give it up for Tez. Come on, come on. And for you, Sophie, you won there in Istanbul when Sassy became a world champion. So what are your emotions right now to know that he could potentially win a trophy here with you in the audience?
I think if we get the trophy, it's gonna be a really step up in his career, and the boys are amazing. I love them all, and let's go Sen!
Come on, you guys know what to do. Sentinels! 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 Well, let's see if Sentinels can close this one out on Ascent.
Crowd certainly rallied up here. Right behind Sentinels, trying to get it done.
And a reminder, it is only TenZ returning to the final.
Biased. Bro, she's in front of their family. She's not gonna be saying GenG.
There's only 5 players, I believe.
You're the savages, man. Wait, don't tell me this is a tech pause.
Been looking to join them, TenZ and Sassy. We've also never had somebody win a Masters and a Champions before.
Sassy.
Yeah, we're right.
He ended up overcoming this round finals against the demons that is GenG. Would be the first player to ever do it.
Right.
Pretty incredible.
Oh, we changed it up. He had a ghost for the first 20 seconds, and then he goes for the armor
The rounds
classic.
up online, Ascent with these compositions, you know, by all metrics, from what we know, it's not an attack-sided map.
Standing ahead.
3-2 for
Even more
pistols.
importance now onto this pistol round for Sentinels.
Recon goes
think
mid,
again,
that's clear.
I'm
Knife
looking at
hits
the GenG
one
defensive
over towards
rotations
A.
and how John tries to play with those. Because GenG are just so...
So make it look like a default, and then insta group over towards B. As we can see, looking alright.
Caron getting info in A main. Oh, like he's going to start calling people back over towards B. They were thinking it was A.
He's out open. They could be fast onto him, but they're not really going to be quick enough here. Just waiting for the
Chunky shock dance.
through as well. A lot of damage. Tagged him up. Zekken.
Like a sight on his own though.
Place, like pause into the angle, waiting now. What is the call from the rest of them? A flash
Good luck
play
to
into the
Lakia, back
here,
his
but
sight.
just waiting for the right
He
time
gets
to
one, he did
strike,
good.
Potentially, but now jumping right, leaping into his face, and there it is from GenG, calling their bluff. They want to fight it. The front section of that side of Paranoia is good, and it blinds them all up. 3 players tucked to the side.
Recon came in and they dodged this as well. Sassy low HP. It's pretty much
I feel
even.
like as soon as Zelsis goes for it, GenG are going to explode, and he thinks the same.
A dink. Stray damage.
Still no plant.
It could come down to anything. A few stray shots now. Paranoia flying forward. Still no spike being planted. One-way smoke.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Caron? Has he got a pixel? No, not quite.
Not quite at all, but waiting for it. Now the knife. Takes away the abilities, takes away the threat of this one, and as the turret's getting broken, they swing
That was
right
sick.
into it.
Low
GenG,
HPs.
surely
For everyone.
they're
Damn,
doing
that
it
was
again.
nice. Turret out insta swing as they shoot the turret. That was really, really cool.
Capitalizing off
And
the
they
right
weren't using it
moments
for
there.
info. It was literally just decoy.
They look great with it. As soon
10,
as Sen put
12.
pressure on the player backside,
Oh,
that
this
is
man.
instantly
1-1 every single
turned
map in
into
terms of
texture
pistols. That's really
dashing
nice.
into a smoke to take front sight. So as soon as they know that Sentinels are focused not on them,
Shots, man.
they go and get themselves into a retake situation and start putting pressure even before the plant is down. They are looking good.
Jesus.
Taunts being thrown across the stage. And a great way to open this up on the defense side.
Yeah, GenG going to be really quite happy with this one.
It's all the fundamental stuff. The timing is excellent, they're confident, and they're doubling up together in these moments.
Disrespectful from Zekken. Tagged up by the knife, but still decided to just...
This is a knife high that only catches lane. That's pretty cool.
You're hoping that GenG players were not posted on an angle and trying to take a fight aggressively, when actually I feel like that's the way that GenG plays. They're not afraid to try to challenge angles. They're not the kind of team to just...
It's going to be very
drop
hard
back
for them
and
to get out of the choke
keep
point
giving
now.
up room
Got a
over and
alarm
over
bot
again
molly,
for
which
free.
should do a lot,
They like to
and they
disrespect
got no
utility a
dash.
little bit and post up.
And they got no guns, armor.
Clear game plan here, though, from Sentinels on their eco. Can use a flash to re-clear into A main, make sure that the orb gets...
This is going to give them good
loaded up there
info. Do
onto
they just heavy
Zelsis.
rotate with
Keep
this?
you away from
Especially with the
his
knife
ult.
that
They're
hits
just
over
thinking
towards
ahead
B
here into this
main.
round.
Yeah.
Knife hits
But they
B
are still
main,
quite
and
a
the
way
flash
away from
goes
this.
in.
And because there wasn't
Yeah,
any damage
heavy
in this
rotate
round,
coming in.
basically, Zelsis is still going to be 3 away from getting
I say
that
heavy
point.
rotate. They don't want to take too many chances. Going to be one
At
coming
least
in.
not in the short term, I should
Two.
say.
Yeah, now they're going to be hoping for a bit of a plan here, but a Paranoia sent flying TP forwards, lighting him up. Caron, 20 HP surviving, strenuous in the approach, but look at that.
Damn, again, annihilated. Ends on the backup
So flawless, everybody surviving.
duelist duty.
Beautifully done.
Op.
Now this is where I want to see what GenG have got.
Yeah, we get the
You see
op out.
Texture buying the operator.
Okay,
The
let's
rest of his
see it.
team is going
Where
for
is
the
he
bonus.
going?
It's not too crazy. Lots of teams that end up going for that. But do they have a game plan to set him up? One of the other things that stuck in my head, actually, from listening to an interview from HSK, was that he said one of the things they've tried to focus on is snowballing the game by utilizing their aim and aggression. Right? Not by trying to make smart game plans necessarily, but by putting pressure on their opponents, by wanting to fight.
Everyone's staying fast
like
back just in case they did the Omen flash over towards
Texture
here.
looks like he wants to take the op for a walk off the back of Soviet utility.
Only hits
That's
one
great
as well.
information, knowing
And they got
exactly
people
where
here in
John
terms
is.
of the
You don't have to
rifles
be
can
worried
now
about
shoot the
other
turret.
side.
Really worried.
Yeah, and he
Turret
takes a
broken. John
deep
still in
angle
the
with it
lineup
as well.
here.
Oh
He
man.
almost got caught, didn't
Oh
he? He was
man.
caught, but look at it. I mean, the
That
dash
is
still
sick,
active.
bro.
Texture.
That's so confident. I
Smell
like
blood
this
in the
though.
water.
Instead
That's
of
the
just
same
holding the
pace
normal
and
angle going
anticipation
close,
problem that I
really
was
cool.
noticing before. GenG are quite a bit faster than Sen expect.
A really good shot.
First used to just try and cross Sentinels now. Scurrying away, trying to take control of A, but then there's a paranoia. Goes
Massive
actually missing
1v1
off
over towards
Sassy.
A main,
No
by the
clear
way.
connection,
Karen
but he
wins
still
that out. That's
maintains
the
control
round.
of A main control.
Yeah, 10's caught. Sassy dropped as well. This is looking like a
Bonus
monstrous
round, man.
bonus.
I mean, this
Sick
is
round. I
beautiful,
love this push
GenG.
over towards B, and again, it's very similar to the normal push, but they pop the dash here so that he can pretty much take this whole wide angle and get out of there.
Munchkin looking to lock down Tree. And even as Sen tried to make some approach in that department, Tens was the only
and he has his
player
dash
in
here the
main.
whole
Threw
time.
Paranoia, got caught in the smoke, and it's over at that point. You're in a 5v3.
And you could always get out of there as well in terms of that. You could always dash updraft.
Assuming that Karen must be focused on Tree, because that's where he threw the Paranoia. And again, the anticipation from GenG is just so much better. They throw the Paranoia and they're like, right, this is the timing that the A main player is going to take. Let's stop them. The awareness is so good. And again, from a player, Karon, who has not been a pro before joining GenG.
It's insane.
He played on an amateur team, and basically that was a long time ago. He frankly just got picked out of ranked.
Ranked player on the big stage, but he's really performing. Unshaken against it. Flash repeat. Carol knows to respect that one. He's going to be using the
Second
TP
with the
just to
only gun, has
hell
dash,
out of
got a lot to
there,
do.
and
3 people on
calls made
site,
again from
about to be
GenG.
4.
All stacked up.
Yeah, look at them.
They just have early
Meteor is
info.
already starting to rotate away from B. So confident this
So
is going to be an
really
A-tech.
good Omen flash. Did he pop his dash as
Lethal
well?
expended here though, with the dart fading away.
Man,
shuts
Karen,
that
bro.
down, doesn't he? Tens forward with the sheriff, but again, not too much you can do,
Always.
not without the rifles.
One enemy remaining.
Sassy weakened down. Full awareness of the positioning here. This is GenG.
Yeah, the
Just
Omen
in
flash
control,
was
they're
like the
running
most
away
perfect
with this
timing
map.
as well.
It's GenG's map pick, but it's one where Kaplan earlier in the coach interview said they were feeling very confident coming out of their game against Paper X. And the implication there that the desk picked up on is that they were going for a 3-1 win by winning on Bind,
Yeah.
Ascent, and Split.
Where did they put the op this time?
This is
Over
looking
towards
less and
middle.
less
They got
likely
the
the more
Odin
rounds
now
go
over
on.
towards B.
I want to see John start messing with the defensive rotations. It's not something we've really seen. You need to be faking at least half as much as your opponents are over-rotating. And so far, they're nowhere near.
Texture seeking out to ruin them here with the flash. Okay, return of the fire. Zekin, right back at you with the nades, rebounding. Meteor dodging over and around.
Whoa.
No way.
What?
Second was blind as anything. Dashed forward to try and
Yeah,
punish.
he
but
ate the
Meteor is
flash.
stuck.
Ate-
This one, and
he
there should be
ate
that
the
punish,
flash,
unlike
bro.
Karen. Seeking to relieve it. Zelsa's dropped down onto his knees. I mean, is there going to be any chance of even just a res to pull him back
It's
up?
going to get punished. They need to be aware.
Surely picking him up. Zelsa's there, but no, spamming through the wall, but no kill collected. John QT.
What a play.
Meteor cosplay in effect. This guy is found the gaps. and
Nicely
more.
done.
And another
Yeah,
one to the
opens us up
collection.
fully.
Sight opened up right when the
They
team
would
needed it.
love to keep
That's
this one
incredible.
clean.
What a read by John.
John one away from his ult for next round as well. Is the raid boss though? He's pretty scary in these rounds, but I mean,
Huge play.
probably just wants to do damage here.
Not exactly running a fake, but just challenging GenG for the map control.
He's still
Beating
getting
them.
wrecked by the sunlight.
I don't think Tens is going to survive this interaction. But
What the? Dude, it's like he heard him.
well, I'll shut my mouth. Not the world's most important kill, but a funny one to end it. There was a bit of a disaster in the middle of that round, though, with Zekin getting full blinded. Was that a team flash, or what
Looks
even
like it.
happened?
It definitely
Yeah, I
was a
think it
team
was
flash.
Bit of a team flash play.
Oh man,
just-
he was
just
literally
full stares at Zelsa's
staring at
flash.
it.
Bit weird, but didn't really hurt them whatsoever. John bailing them out of that situation. Not necessarily with his macro calling, but but with a great solo play. Reading the game.
The bankroll runs deep here for GenG. Sentinels that need to dig even deeper.
I was going to say, that's mad for him to get this ult when this many array, but it was just literally to bait out some util, I think. No, it's not. He actually
making it feel like A, right?
actually
And this
picked
is
up
where you
this.
start to see the defense pulled towards that A defense. It's only Lakia over towards B. But now as there's a little bit of mid pressure, you see things shifting around, and Texture with an operator looking to take that pick through mid.
Directly down mid, they might just walk into him.
Texture's quick. Is he there before Zekken? It looks like it.
And now he's found the timing. It's just so damn instinctual! And again, a difference maker. Zekken. He's left
Call comes in to group over towards B.
Back-to-back rounds now.
That is a ludicrous
Oh, it's great
swing.
timing now as well with this recon.
I mean, pretty much a pre-fire.
Lakia has to do
no time to
pretty
react
much
to that.
everything.
He just knows exactly where the jet is going to
I
be
don't
set
think
up.
Munchkin's ever going to feel comfortable to help him out in terms of util here.
Here's that one now.
Oh, he does clear middle, so maybe.
Almost got it.
Wait, this is actually scary.
Critical target. It needs to stay alive with the lockdown now in play. What
Ult
is the
goes
call to
in,
be
there's
made?
a gap
GenG.
back of sight
How
if
do
he
you
wants
fight this
it.
one? Split up across the map here.
Munchkin
It's really
has
only
his own
Munchkin
ult. We got this to
get
spam.
out of there. Hunter's Fury through and
God.
out into the spawn, into the location. 12 seconds left. They need to get this spike down and planted.
A lot
Push this
going
one
on,
back
man.
and
They get
away,
the
but
plant.
GenG
Oh,
out of
that
there.
shock, bro.
It's only John in an
What the-
aggressive position in the post plant right now, and Sassy's miles away. Doesn't have that ult to work with.
Doesn't indeed.
He's not going to have shock dart lineups from there, so he needs to find some way of having impact.
Start clearing the paranoia here. Still close quarters enough. It has revealed, and they have cleaned him up. With John down, finally a kill found. Zekken not going to be blinded up by that one, but still emanating out with waves of the suppression.
Sashi was so far back this whole time. There's some low HPs. I mean,
Fading out the spray here. 3 players left out in the open.
hey, nicely done. Charlie, let me sort this
Running
Sun
over
out.
them.
That was a difficult situation there. John getting caught in his aggressive position. Sassy way out of the fight. Zekken needed to step up, and he did it. This opener is sublime. And then he also follows up by being able to punish Lakia and to stop Munchkin. It's an amazing round from the star player of Sentinels. I say the star player. One of the superstar.
Plenty to pick from. Plenty to pick from.
So Sen is still making a go of this, even though GenG are in the lead.
In the lead. Arguably still favoured, but they are starting to put a dead.
I don't even think it changed anything.
A loss round here. GenG vital.
Still getting
for
blinded.
Sentinels. They're
It
gonna
looks
be
like-
hoping for a flash repeat.
Yeah, another jet duel.
That just fades away. They're going to be using utility.
If anything, it got worse.
Even layered on top, spamming away. An exchange of lead. No casualties.
GenG not over-rotating this time. Keeping a couple of players in mid, realizing that it's not a full commitment from Sen here. They're just fighting for map control. You could consider this a win, though, for Sentinels, because they're going to be going into a site that only has 3 players on it.
Yeah.
And that's assuming they commit to A.
You really forced into this.
Munchkin gathering that information. As the nade ready here. As time runs short, John QT. Hello. Flash forwards on top of it here. Backing away.
Ooh, that's big kill. They can keep the 3-person stack with the info as well. Man, that's such a different round with this killer middle. Holy.
Tens with ultimate is going to try to get into the
Oh,
B site and get the
this...
plant down.
I mean, this has some
Open
legs.
side for him. Still rapid.
Sassy get there?
Approach. Sassy. He's picked them apart. Texture onto that
Smoke
rotation,
to
but he's alone now.
create a
10
path to the back
to
of
the
sight
ground.
and
John
get
to
a
try and hold on to this
and
one
get a
here.
clear
Sticking away up
ooh.
onto it. Just gets that information. Now 2
get an
players
easy plant.
assaulting the position slowly, surely.
Sassy's so far away.
He needs so much. He needs so much here. Sassy is miles away. Reinforcements are lacking. Lakia seeking to distribute.
Lovely recon.
It was fantastic though. Still playing inside the smoke. Lakia shuts it down, but time
Maybe.
has been bought.
Oh, he's got the best gun to spam it as well. Does he just go for a spam?
Spamming away.
Behind the box, double box. Hey, nicely handled. Oh man, it was close.
11 now on the board.
Real close.
It's a nice try there with that dart, seeing if he could assist Tens while still being positionally a long way away. I think it wasn't quite planted in a spot where he was able to get the wall bang there. It's this triangle set up again over towards A, stopping Sentinels getting in on the A splits. It looks really nice.
And Bizzle,
GenG.
thank you so much, man.
Anytime
Appreciate the
Senna
12
tried
months.
an A split,
Thank you, thank
the
you.
main players have not been able to have any impact. They're just sending a drone in there and
Favorite team
can't
to
actually
watch?
push
I mean,
the
I like
players
the
from
Paper
GenG
X
who are
Madness,
killing the
man.
people on cap.
It's pretty fun to watch.
The A splits are being defended immaculately. But look at this. Sen are so convinced that this is
Yeah,
going to be
and this would be a
defensive
hard
aggression
reset.
in this
This
round.
would be a hard reset, and the money
They
would be
know that
wrecked.
Texture
So
had to pop
this is
knives.
pretty much it for Sentinels if they want to make this one.
They are ready for the Hunter's Fury play, a classic set play that teams would love to do.
Really far back.
Has pulled 20 seconds off the clock here.
Knife goes in. It is going to hit the
Time has
Omen.
been playing an issue for Sentinels. It's little moments like that that might make the difference in the round. Grouped up now with Texture. Fast rotation to try and back up the rest of his team out towards the A site.
Love this positioning from Lakia as well. If he stays over towards
Doesn't
Marquee,
want to
he'll
ult.
have a perfect ult line, but instead he drops back towards B. Spotted people in mid and maybe just worried that it could be a B split.
This bait over towards short is scary, and I think Sentinels might just dodge it. Let's see. It's just like fake pressure over towards short, but how much do they commit?
They can just stall you out.
And they changed their setup.
Finally going to be showing some presence, but with the knife tags.
Wait, that's actually pretty good pressure in terms
Doesn't
of
give
that.
you too much info. It could be a cap
Omen
push,
flash
could still
in.
be a B split.
They're going to get destroyed, but they're trying to fake A presence perhaps. I mean, the spike is in the middle of nowhere.
Flash with
Certainly
a
they
dash
are
towards
fast.
short. I
In
like
the
it.
second, he's rapid
One
on
person
the
fake.
overtake. Texture
This guy
even
clears
more
the
so.
info
Now's
instantly.
Fury to
They
punish.
get the Sovereign out of them though. 20 seconds to hit over towards site, and they have to go. They have to go. They got to break this ult.
Slowed them to a crawl. They can't break it. They have to fight it. Tens here onto the angle
Oh.
again. They're swarming into the position of
Oh, man.
Texture rips them to shreds, rips them to pieces.
And then he can just send it in as well. Damn, man. Nicely done. Nicely done. It's very good ult from Meteor as well. Nicely done from Texture as well. The distraction from Meteor was just so much.
Defense. It's so good. He gets pressured here with the paranoia.
He clears all of this. Yeah, he clears all of it. That's the thing.
To re-fight that, and he immediately notices it's a fake. If he dashes away there, they don't get the info, and those B players might not have stayed on B. But because Texture is so confident to take the fight, to dash forwards, to look for the others, he gets to come to the rest of his team. This is cap, guys. They ain't coming.
I mean, absolutely. It's looking disastrous, to put it lightly, here for Sentinels on this map. Now, of course, it's not like the whole series weighs on there, but I think that every single map matters, and especially early on, you know, going back.
Sun's doing me
what we're
good.
talking
It
about,
doesn't feel like it.
coach interview, saying they
feel
found
like it's
comfortable
actually
in the
wrecking me.
earlier maps in this series, Ascent being one of them, Split coming up. And it's Icebox, that territory where it gets a bit messy. If GenG ends up taking this map, they're forced to win out on Split just to continue that series.
Yeah.
And then they
When you
will
were
be forced to
coaching,
play on
listening
Icebox.
to comms, did anyone say anything that made me lose it laughing wise? Bro, Link is very funny, man. The amount of times Link would have said some mad stuff like live would be like pretty much every game. Just a funny guy.
Shooting back a bit more. But I think they're also just getting outplayed.
And the amount of stuff that I
the way
probably
GenG
can't
play off
repeat
each
is
other and
probably
their-
pretty high as well.
their confidence is just getting them so much more info to play with on their defense.
Yeah, he's
side.
a funny
This
guy,
defensive
man.
Ascent has been lovely to watch.
Okay, 4
Certainly
chances.
feels like there could not be a better moment for Pacific to pick up their first ever global trophy. And GenG
Guy goes for a judge when his teammates could drop him.
They'll be one step closer to hoisting it.
On the precipice. In through mid, that's Sentinels.
What is Trav doing these days? UCAM, right? I think it's UCAM. We have a molly that should break this turret.
Forwards here, just showcasing. Oh, doesn't break it in time, so it actually spots both
Yeah, and
players.
did they
they're
shoot
already
the
up for a
molly?
mid as
Where's the
well.
molly gone?
Paranoia misses, Texture.
Oh boy,
Clear
triple stack
shot,
as well.
rips it away, and this is
Lovely
the
shots, man.
Dreams being dashed. Out.
They have
Away,
no
Joe
idea
QT,
about
maybe a
Lakia.
chance.
And the
Also, for
rotate's
one
starting
second,
to
still
come in
playing
as
the
well.
advance, and they don't know where the rest
The cutter sound here will help them a lot.
into the corner. Hello,
Ooh.
finding Lakia. 3 versus 3, Munchkin going walkabout. Celsius dropped dead to rights. 2v2 still Spike in the open. And a control gained and gathered. Munchkin follows through with the fire.
It's his
Doubled up
recon in
now,
5.
Standing the win con. Smoke to block it off. It's all on Sassy.
They know he's not close. Karen is actually
30
looking
seconds
the
They
other way
insta
too.
leave
They
it.
split up.
They let him go for it, and then they just go either side and get the slow crossfire. Yeah, and they're so obviously going to be holding it, and then they just, yeah, they owned him. Yeah, they got a good Ascent. They got a good Ascent. What else can we say?